Okay, OBS Studio is a great tool for putting together scenes for almost any type of video production. This is the pleasing scene in an old kitchen. In the kitchen photo, I erased all the pixels in the windows and then put a background video in behind. Using tools like Virtual Studio, one can put out some fairly decent newscasts. With photo editors like GIMP, one can build and mod studios. The background videos should be B-roll from the actual news stories. This is a scene we'll be building in high country Colorado, so let's get started. Under the Tools tab, there are two plugins you need to download and install. I'll include the download links. One is Virtual Cam. This turns OBS into a webcam, and anything like Skype or Discord will see it and use it. You've got the option here to auto start, and you can start or stop. If you're trying to make settings in video and you get an output error, turn this off and NDI off. The other is NDI. Now with NDI, you can share the workload between two computers. One is a master and one is a slave. With the master, with this clicked, you can set up a whole scene and transmit it to the slave over the crossover cable. Then the slave, you can live stream or do whatever you need to do with that scene. On the slave, this is unchecked, and you go into the NDI input. Now, Skype has an NDI plugin. Now you Google Skype preview, and you install it, and you go into settings, calling, advanced, and allow NDI usage. But then in OBS, you go into NDI sources, and you can input each guest separately into OBS. It's real handy for interviews. This is a GIF photo editor. It's free. It'll do anything that Photoshop does. I've erased all the pixels around this table, and this checkerboard square, that denotes an alpha layer, so that you can put in a image in behind it. Now just to show you, I'll erase some of the pixels in this image. Just like that, so you can see this software here is it's a good software to use in conjunction with OBS. Okay, let's add a scene. Video background, which is a media source. Always check loop. Okay, for media source audio, you click on this gear, advanced, and you turn the monitor on. See, monitor only input output. Now, the volume is controlled with this slider here. The deck. Okay, if you'll notice it needs rotating counterclockwise, so go right click on the source, transform, edit transform, hold the down arrow down, that's close there. Increase width just a tad. Okay. Now the table increase the size. Okay, for all images you want to add a couple of filters. Right click, filters, plus, color correction. That's the filters, plus, crop and pad. Okay. Owning. Okay, one way to resize images and videos, right click, transform, fit the screen. In fact, we'll widen it up just a tad bigger. Do a rotate on that. Okay, now let's add some filters to that so we can adjust it. Now decrease brightness a tad. When you decrease brightness on any image, you want to increase contrast just a little bit. Okay. Now, table. Filters. Need to decrease brightness on that. Contrast. Okay, that's looking fairly decent. We'll leave the railing at the brightness it is. Okay, let's get a webcam going here. Video capture device. Okay. Now, I've got a table here covered for the studio desk and the picnic table, etc. I've got a sheet that's hiding the monitor here. Okay. Filters, add chroma key. Okay. There. Now resize a little bit. Rotation just a little bit. There, that's looking fairly decent. Okay. Let's talk about Windows capture. I've got a live cam on YouTube. Okay, to crop that, hold down Alt and pull that over. Right side. Okay, back into transform, fit the screen. Now, this is a video, there's no motion in it, but if you wanted to use that for a background video, you'd have to put it down underneath the images. Okay. You can use, there's quite a few background videos on YouTube, but you've got to be careful about copyright issues if you're going to use them. It's best to shoot your own photos and videos. Okay, that's it in a nutshell, what you can do with OBS Studio for video productions. This is science in itself, and you're limited only by your imagination. Like I say, it's best to take your own photos and videos. Best time is the mid-morning or mid-afternoon when the shadows are long. As you can see in this scene, the shadows on the deck matches these shadows in the video. Throw a like on this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below.